What's going on, Virgo? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot, guys. Welcome here to the channel, and welcome to your August 2020 mid-month tarot card reading. So I will be using the Starman tarot card deck and the Starguide spread to do this read for you, and I do this every mid-month reading, and it's kind of a cool read. It'll look at any sort of challenges that you could be having, you know, whether you're aware of them or if it's on a subconscious level or on a karmic level, and help sort these out for you. So while I'm shuffling, I was just having this thought run through my head. You know, do I have an accent to people? I live in Canada, and, you know, everybody thinks that their accent is the baseline, but I was watching this show last night where there was some British people, and then I'm always tempted to speak in an accent for days after that. So I kind of cracked myself up a little bit. And I don't think I'm very good at accents, so I'll just stick with my normal voice for the reading and hope you guys enjoy it. And, you know, I'm going to stop talking and get right into the read, and just thank you guys again for being here. So let's look at your present situation, Virgo. I still really want to talk in an accent. But anyway, I'm getting two cards, so I'm going to take them. Present situation, let me have a closer look here. Yeesh. Wow. How are you guys feeling? Got the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. It's like a total battlefield, and like maybe just getting out of a situation by the skin of your teeth, and like, oh, that was a close one, you know? Maybe you ran into somebody or almost ran into somebody, you know, you didn't want to meet in public. You're like, oh, I don't think so. Or you almost answered the phone, or maybe some of you were almost in a car accident or something like that. Maybe your higher self guided you somewhere. Maybe you had an impression, and you were like, okay, well, I just won't do that right now. If you changed your plans suddenly, no, that was your higher self that was like, hello, you shouldn't do this, you know. Very important for you guys. And for those of you that have not had this happen yet, if you get a sudden impulse to change your plans, change your direction, really listen to that. Because the 5 of Swords it's very, like, you know, stabby. And then the 7 of Swords is just getting away with something, like leaving something behind. And it's almost like how, you know, where it's such a gross reference I'm getting, and thank you, spirit guides. Animals that get caught in traps, they'll chew their foot off to get away. That's what I'm getting here. So you don't want that to happen. So really listen to those impulses, your gut instinct. Your gut is your higher self, for those that didn't know. You know, gotta listen to those. Anyway, let's see any cause of conflict that you might be having here, guys. Because personally, I had 2 incidents that I could have avoided if I listened to my higher self. And sometimes I get it confused with just being paranoid, because I'm an extremely anxious person. Yeah, I had a couple bad things happen to me, and I was like, oh, I'm just being... I got messages, and I was like, I just ignored it and kept on going, and I should know better, you know? So anyway, cause of conflict here for you guys. So you have the 4 of Wands. So you could be really feeling up, you know, and feeling extremely happy about things. And you might want to get to somewhere on time or early. And, you know, the 4 of Wands is a real celebratory energy. So this is such a warning in the cards here to be very careful. I'm going to give you guys an example of what happened that was really, really devastating. But I kind of brushed it off. Okay, so I walk my dog every day, and I had sort of a visual of a dog attack. And I felt like, I thought, well, that's just ridiculous. I'm just being, you know, worried for nothing. So I walked her, instead of going the other direction that I saw in my, you know, premonition, I just went the same way. And then we actually ended up getting attacked by a very large German Shepherd. I had to race my dog to the vet. Thankfully, she's okay, and she's sitting right here beside me. But if I had paid attention to that premonition, to my higher self saying, yeah, maybe you should go the other way for today, that could have been avoided. So these impressions that you're getting, even if you're in a rush to get somewhere, you guys, it's very important that you listen to them. And, you know, it's better to be a little late for something than to have an incident like that, because I sure didn't expect to end up in the emergency room at a vet with my dog full of puncture wounds, you know. So I'm not trying to scare you guys, but really listen to your gut, you know. So let's see changes needed in order to face this challenge. So you have the 9 of Cups. Instead of being scared by your messages, just be really joyful that your higher self is looking out for you. And for some of you, you might really want to start talking about things with people that understand it. You know, there's some people that just will kind of look at you like you're crazy. Like, you know, what are you even talking about, higher self? Find people that understand, you know. You guys can even like comment and shoot me emails and stuff like that. People talk to me all the time, you know. So anyway, there's something really, really bright happening here for you, but there's something that could go wrong. And that doesn't mean that you're going to get attacked by a 100-pound German Shepherd, but just be very careful about things. You know, things go awry all the time. It could be even something with the contract or the place setting, or, you know what I mean? There's something could go wrong. So just pay attention to that. If you feel like, I don't think I should sign that until somebody reads it for me, or, you know what I mean? Just do your research here, guys, and listen to your higher self. So let's see what your strengths are, guys. You have the 7 of Cups. So all these options are out there. There's more than one way to get things done. And I think this is really important because there's going to be more than one route to take if you have some place to be. You know, you can go at a later time. You can reschedule things. There's so many options. You don't have to just stick to a path and be really militant about it, because you could be marching down the wrong path, and your higher self could be trying to give you messages, you know, but you could be so excited and ready to get someplace that you blow it off. Look, explore your options here, you guys. So let's see any other challenges here. So you've got the Queen of Swords. So maybe you are dealing with somebody that's a little bit of a high pressure person that's in charge of what's going on here, and you don't want to dare defy them or whatever, but you're going to have to exercise what you believe to be true so that everything turns out really, really well. You know, it could be that you're planning a picnic at a certain spot, but meanwhile it's like full of mosquitoes, you know, or it's double booked or something like that. But don't let some sort of matriarch come in and tell you, oh, well, you're absolutely wrong and we're doing it this way, and then they bang the gavel and then you end up having a fly-ridden picnic or something like that. Just really be careful, you guys. Because it looks like a really, really important sort of social gathering is hinging on this. It could be, you know, if you're planning an outdoor wedding, like be careful to check the weather and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You just really do your homework and then be as charming as possible if you need to change the venue or deal with somebody that is going to try and boss you into keeping things the way that they are, because the way that they are not looking so good. So anyway, let's have an outcome card here for you guys. So we have the Star card, which is fantastic. So you just have to really keep the energy high, and your energy will be catching for other people. The Star card is you are right now the conductor between heaven and earth, and you're going to make something spectacular happen by avoiding some sort of disastrous event. And for some of you, this could be with clothing. You know, if you're going to be having something handmade, you know, something bespoke, and I'm seeing something to do with weddings here, you guys, actually, like something you know, very sort of blessed and celebratory. Be careful who you choose for the seamstress. I'm just getting images of trains falling off and, you know, somebody stepping out of their hoop skirts while they're walking up the aisle. I'm just seeing a disaster sort of like that. I'm not seeing like you know, a natural disaster, but things that can be avoided just by going to the right person or setting up the right time. Definitely scouting the venue, reading the contract a couple of times, getting somebody else. And don't let people who are in charge sort of push you into doing something that you don't want to, because you have the Queen of Swords here. And, you know, it just could be a bit of a matron where she wants things done on her schedule, you know, and sign the contract already. Don't, you know, it's my lunchtime, something like that. So don't let yourself be pushed into something that you're not 100% sure of. And just check everything here, you guys. Check everything before you sort of seal the deal and listen to your gut. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. Take care. Bye.